Hey, what's poppin' guys? Sizzle here. Today we're taking a look at all the Orisa skins in Overwatch to try and figure out what the best one is. So we're starting with Orisa 1 Overwatch. Orisa 1 Overwatch. Overwatch 1 Orisa, just the default skin. I mean, it's alright, but honestly, it is pretty bad. It doesn't fit her current, spear-wielding kind of main design. This was designed for back when she was, a shield tank, when she threw down a shield and stuff, and it kind of shows. I don't really think it works well with her more aggressive warrior-like design that she kind of fits with nowadays, so I'm going to put this one down in D tier. Then Overwatch 2 Orisa was designed with the spear thing in mind, and I mean you could see it. You got like the hair and everything. I don't know, the more like intricate design for some reason feels more aggressive. Maybe it's the eyes. I mean the eyes are the same, but I think it's the way they're emphasized here with the little helmet or whatever. I don't know, something about this skin just screams like this is Warrior Orisa, right? She's gonna fucking go in, she's gonna spear you, she's gonna spin into your spear, she's fortified, she's just like sending it down, man. And I think that's a pretty good skin. I'd say either B or A tier. Actually, A tier. This is a really good Orisa skin. Probably one of the best default skins in all of Overwatch. Then we have Carbon Fiber Orisa. And I mean, it's kind of goofy. It's got some goofy colors to it, but otherwise, it's kind of just whatever. I'm gonna put in C tier. Then we have Immortal Orisa. A lot of people use this one because, depending on your graphic settings and your personal like vision and stuff, this color that the skin is looks really similar to Fortify color. So especially in lower elos where people might have bigger problems like color blindness and stuff, this skin is a actually pretty decent advantage where it's really hard to tell if she's fortified. And even for me, like I play this game a lot, and half the time when I see this skin, I'm still not really sure if Orisa's fortified because the color is so similar. Outside of that kind of almost in-game advantage, though, the skin is just goofy. I mean, I don't know what the hell this head face mask thing is, and then the rest of it is just like golden Orisa. So it's pretty good. I mean, I'll give it definitely a higher rating for the fact that it's almost like a pay-to-win skin. But beyond that, I don't really want to give it much more credit. I do actually have to figure out which one of these it is, though, because it is really hard to tell. There it is. I'm gonna put it B tier for now. I might move it up later, because I mean, it is also a pretty decent looking skin, like the Anubis Orisa, basically. Then we have Protector, which is carbon fiber, but like white. I think it's just a side grade. They're both C tiers, kind of whatever. Then we have Null Sector Orisa, and this one's okay-ish. It's definitely unique. I mean, it's like Robot Orisa. Like we have obviously Orisa's a robot, but this is like the Omnic Orisa, and that's decent in its own way. The purple is pretty unique. I don't know if there's too many purple Orisa skins. There's purple skins in general in this game. And also the head shape and stuff. The turret on the head is kind of a cool feature. I think it looks pretty cool, but it's nothing super special. So I'm gonna put in B tier. Then we have Forest Spirit Orisa. I mean, this one's just easy S tier. This is what I used for the longest time because it's cool as fuck. I mean, you got like the leaf tarp on the front and back. You got these little cool spirit things on your head that like animate. They do look like this in game, like they animate. And there is one in first person too. You could barely see it there on the gun. When you have the gun out, like those things will be wiggling around and stuff. I think it's really cool, and I also really like the color scheme and just the idea of Orisa being an ancient forest guardian robot. I think is really fucking cool, and I think it works really well. Then we have Griffin Orisa, and this is what I currently use. I mean, this one's just like super HD. It's literally a Griffin Orisa. There's really nothing else to say about it. It's got like a wooden design, which kind of helps emphasize the like brown fur of a griffin. The face mask and stuff looks like a griffin. That's all there. And then there's also these goofy little floating wing things. God, I can't fucking speak. And they're kind of cool because they're animated and have like particle effects and stuff. So that's also just pretty nice. Overall, just a really high effort skin, and I think it looks absolutely amazing. So for me, this skin is definitely also an S tier. I just need to actually yet again find it. There we go. Then we have Camouflage Orisa, and I mean, this is Overwatch 1 Orisa, but just worse. I think camo skins in 99% of games, like ones that just use a camouflage color, look like shit. And this one, even for a camo skin, looks absolutely fucking awful. Easy F tier. Then we have OR15, which is basically a budget version of Null Sector. I mean, if you want an Omnic Orisa, this is the best you're gonna get. This is like a budget version of Omnic Orisa. I mean, it literally says, there's like a description here saying it's like a prototype or something that was decommissioned, and you kind of see it. I mean, it's still kind of goofy, unique or whatever, but I just don't think it looks good. I'm gonna put it in D tier. Then we have Ice Cream Orisa. This one's just kind of funny. I mean, I have it's cool. I like it. You got like the little swirly thing in the head that you really notice. The waffle cone legs and stuff. The rest of it has like ice cream coloring. I kind of fuck with it a lot. But that doesn't really mean it's a super amazing skin, especially for Warrior Orisa, but it is definitely super unique as a skin. There's not much like in Overwatch, and for that, I'll put it in B tier. Then we have Sane Orisa. I don't really know how to describe what I'm looking at here, but it just looks cool. It's like big fluffy Orisa, which I kind of fuck with, but it still has like the warrior mask and stuff, which helps it fit with the modern vibe. I don't know. I really like the look of this one. I don't think it's S tier, but it's easily an A tier for me. Then we have Dawn Orisa, which is just blue Overwatch 1 Orisa. I will say the color blue here is beautiful, but outside of that, still Overwatch 1 Orisa, so the highest I can give it is a low C tier. Then we have Plains Orisa, and this is, I don't know, this almost looks like a Lucio Ball version of Default Orisa, which isn't exactly super great. I think it's better than the original, but that's about it. It's still in D tier. Then we have Sunrise Orisa, which kind of reminds me of the color scheme of Ice Cream Orisa, except without all the cool features. I'm just going to put it in D tier with the rest of them. Twilight Orisa is, I guess, Purple Orisa, so I guess there's just Purple Orisa, but this is Purple Overwatch 1 Orisa. I think Null Sector is way cooler and better, but it's just better than stock. I'll give it that, but it's still in D tier. Then we have Dinstine. I don't know how you're supposed to say this, but it's Stag Beetle Blue Orisa. It looks fucking sick. Stag Beetles are known for being cool ass warriors and shit. This definitely goes super hard. I'm putting it top of A tier. Then we have Megosoma Orisa, which is the same thing, Stag Beetle Orisa, but with a more bug-like coloring, which personally for me isn't as cool, but it's still really fucking cool. So I'm gonna put it in like high B tier. Then there's Referee Orisa, and I personally think this skin looks like shit. I mean, it's cool that Orisa has like a headset cap and stuff, but outside of that, like the colors are super bland. I guess she does have like the water cooler backpack thing, but that's about it. There's really not much else going on here. I just don't like the look of this one. I'm gonna put it in D tier. Then we have Demon Orisa. It's a commonly used one by a lot of people who play the character because they're all demons IRL. But on the real though, it looks pretty dope. I mean, definitely kind of fits the warrior vibe. Also cool if the head is actually floating. If you guys didn't know that, and that you can obviously see like the infernal core of Orisa or whatever. It's a pretty cool skin, but I don't think it's anything too crazy. I'm gonna say it's like a low B tier for me. Then we have Reindeer Orisa, and I think it's just wholly outclassed by whatchamacallit. By Sane Orisa. I think Sane is just the better reindeer Orisa, but I mean, if you like reindeers a lot, this is obviously pretty cool. It's got like a glowing red nose and stuff, and all the rest of that stuff. It's alright. I don't think it's anything crazy. For me, it's like a high C tier. Then we have Bull Demon Orisa, and this is different from Demon Orisa. I think it's cooler. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much all there's to it. It's got a nicer color scheme. The blue, like, glowing mask and glowing backpack thing are obviously pretty cool as well. And then the rest of it's just, like, nice and armored and stuff, which I think, like I said, goes with Warrior Orisa a lot more. I'm gonna say this one's, like, a highish B tier. And then we have Starsheep Orisa. I think this one is an Overwatch 2 specific edition. I don't know. It really doesn't actually end up looking that great. It does technically have a moving texture for the blue, but because there's like little constellations and a bunch of just textures over it, you can barely see that stuff behind all the random bullshit going on in this skin. This is a skin that tried too hard and has way too much going on for it to actually look nice at the end of the day. The only thing you kind of notice with this one is like the lamb-like face, and then like the fluffy clouds almost look like wool. Beyond that, though, it's really hard when you look at the skin to actually see anything about it and kind of understand it anyway. So for me, it's a F tier skin. And then the last Orisa skin is Carved, which is definitely an Overwatch 2 skin, and it's literally stock Overwatch 2 Orisa, but wooden, and it has like a warrior face mask instead, which I think works super well. Even has like the warrior, was like Inca female warrior hairstyle or something. I don't know, that shit is dope though, and being wooden and stuff is also dope. I'd say this one's realistically low S, high A. And yeah, that's all the Orisa skins. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with the takes I had here. I'm very interested to see what a lot of you have to say, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.